show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can't get all we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Pistol. Here I come. Check safety. Tighten up. Check 24. Run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
There we go. Nice play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
54 Mike. Hey, Alpha. Come get it. Hurry. He don't want it. Hey, watch that.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Watch the ship. Move. Watch the ship.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stepping up, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hey, alert 33. Switch it. Hurry. Real. Hey, Haywood. 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice move at the 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this to the 40. Yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stop! 180! Rip right! Hey, 18! Hey, Foxtrot! Jump! Alert!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Equanimeous St. Brown, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike 5.
Mayfield on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, hey, high 7. Check nickel, nickel. Hurry. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 54. Pistol. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hurry. Run. 54. Point it right. Danny. Hurry. 6'6", bullet high. Check that.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
King. Hey, orbit.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Mike 5-4. Stay with your man. Mike 54. Mike Smith. I got it. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hurry!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Lucky. Hands up. Hey, wahoo. Alert.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 15. Alert. Hands up. Hey, Delta. Hey, ball. Topper.
They run it with Ballage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
18. Alert. You've got to double up.
From the 41, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go. Wide. Get wide. Check. Mike.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Real.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught by OBJ. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
General West. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Big time. Watch that.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
20. Up. Run. You remember this? Let's go, baby. Mike 54. Hey, echo. 54. Hurry.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, Charlie.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Ricky. 6 guys. Check 6. Pistol. Watch safety creeping. Hey, Alpha. Safety's creeping. Shift. Mike's 5-4. Hurry. Go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Trubisky to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Beckham, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
I don't think you got it, sir. Out. No. Hey, Haywood.
On second down, Mayfield again. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
King. Right there. 54, Mike. You ain't going. Hey, alert 33. Run. Hey, alert. Check the backer. Hey, Zoo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Get in the white room. King. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Man, I got you. Alert. Mike 54. Bravo. Ball. Right there.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Real. Point it right. We got double up. Slam. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, alert 33. Check right. Watching you five. I'm going to come back to you. Mike, go. Right there in the middle, 55.
And again, it's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
180. Check right, 54.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Alert.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Beckham.
Come on, fellas.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Bang, bang. Let's go.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, switch gears. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Point it right. Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, orbit. 5-4. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Five. Hurry! Let's go! 54 Mike. All day.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mayfield down. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jim. Check 13. Hey, alert.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Set. 180. Quit talking about it and bring it. 25. Check 25. King. Hey, watch it.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert. Mike 55. Strip the ball. Real. Strip that. Pistol. Sponge. No.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time and a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rack. Check 3. Check 4. 36. Shoot. Back.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hurry!
Mayfield on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Alert, alert, alert. I got him. Check. You draw quarters.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
54. Watch the hurry. Watch the run.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Good. 180. Check. Watch the point it right. Point it right. Watch the ship.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mayfield. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.